throughout the presentation. So let's have this as a co-creation session, and happy to share with you how the platform has been now developed. So I will now start sharing the screen again. And I hope you can see the screen. Good. So let me maybe still log out and log in. One of the things now we've been paying very much attention to when developing the new platform is the responsive mode. So basically you can use the new platform also on your mobile devices or your smartphones. We'll be soon coming also with an application, both for iOS and Android. However, already currently the platform can be used on the mobile mode. So once you already have registered, and I believe all of you are registered on the platform, you can basically log in with your credentials. They have not changed from the previous platform, and this will basically open you the possibility to start exploring the projects. That's always the first view, that you get to see the projects where you are involved, or potentially you can explore the projects which are on the platform. Specifically, the projects which you explore are related to private projects or confidential projects. In this case, are only shared with team members. So there are more projects on the platform, but not all of them are shared. But let me maybe start with the basic introduction of the profile. So you can either view your profile or edit the profile. So of course there is the possibility to have a look at your profile. This is how other users will see it. And then also you can edit the profile. So you can get into the editing mode. And for instance, you can select areas of your expertise, put a bio and write about your description. We have also added the cover pictures, so we want the platform is also more picturesque. With the settings, you have a possibility to basically set your notifications, which notifications you would like to receive, and potentially also change your password. Because we have introduced the functionality of the white label, there are currently now more platforms just than the Solve platform, and this gives you also the opportunity to select a specific platform as a platform of your origin, what basically means that you will be receiving the notifications about the new activity on the platform from the selected platform. So we'll be showing you other platforms as a showcase of the white label functionality, and that basically means that you can change the platform as a platform of the origin and receive the notifications from that platform. So it's very simple, viewing your profile, editing your profile, changing the settings, and then logging out.
Can I ask a question about the platform?
Pardon me?
Hi, this is Nina. Can I ask just a quick question there about the different platforms? Do you mean
yes.
that do you mean with the different like platform and origin thing that you could potentially be a member in a number of different platforms with the same profile?
Exactly. That's the idea, that there are different platforms and you have your profile viewed in the same manner on all the platforms. And if you wish to receive the notifications from one specific platform, then you set a platform as a platform of origin. And yeah, we'll be coming to that idea of the white label solution throughout the presentation. But maybe let me just bring you the idea why we have done this already now. And what we've been doing for the past 5 years is that through our activities, through contacting the municipalities or the companies, we've been providing advisory services. However, we realized in order to bring more project opportunities to you, to the experts, we have introduced the white label functionality. There are a lot of innovation ecosystems out there which are actually in need of having a platform. And with this possibility, we believe that we can generate more business opportunities for you, for the experts. So this is the new sort of a business model we have now in place, meaning that Solve is now shifting from being, let's say, the advisory company to rather being the platform provider to different ecosystems, which generate projects, and then we have the possibility to link these projects to you. So this is the basic logic behind. And of course, with the setting of receiving the notifications from one specific platform, it makes it sort of easier that you select your platform of the origin, and from those projects which are on different platforms, you'll be still notified from that one specific platform. So it's not, in that sense, confusing for you. So this is the whole idea behind. Maybe let me now continue with the project list. So there are the basic two categories of the mine, meaning these are your projects where you're involved, and this way you have the overview about all your active projects. In case the project is not active anymore, or you don't want to be involved in the project, you have the possibility to archive the project. In case you are a project lead, a project manager, you can remove the project. So it gets to be removed from the platform, or you can also leave the project in case you don't want to be involved in a specific project anymore. And also, as mentioned, if you're a project lead, you have the possibility to also edit the project. So that's the action which can be recalled basically by clicking on the menu option here on the thumbnail. Otherwise, when clicking on the project, that's the way to enter the project feed. So this is the place where the discussion among the experts happens. Of course, you have the possibility to also create a project or suggest a project. The way the platform currently works, meaning the Solve platform, is that you can suggest a project on the platform, and then we will see the suggested projects, and these projects can be then later approved and listed for the other members of the community. There is a possibility also to create different categories. So if there is a white label platform for your specific ecosystem, you can also create different categories of the projects. For instance, like the events. So this is very much related to the projects. Once you are creating a project, you have a possibility to upload the cover picture, the logo, the project name, description, short description, and then the brief project summary. Select the country, the city, select the privacy status of the project. Currently, we have two options. Either the project is confidential, and that means the project is visible just for the team members, or the project can be private, and this means the project gets to be visible and listed to the other members of the community. Once there are also the categories defined on the platform, you can specify which category is the project linked to. Then you have the possibility to select different tags or create your new tags. The way we create the tags is a little bit different from the Instagram or Facebook. So we use this format of capital letters. We believe that those tags are then better perceived. And that's about creating the project or suggesting the project on the platform. Do you have any questions related to creating or suggesting a project on the platform? Please let me know.
Hi, I've got a question about, so when you set up a project, I guess maybe you're going to cover this later in the whole kind of revenue model. You know, do I have to pay if I set up a project? How does that all work?
Yeah, thank you for a very, very relevant question. As we are providing the platform as a white label solution to different ecosystems, it's a tool which enables different ecosystems to run and operate on top of the platform. So meaning that it is always up to you how you decide what is the revenue logic behind. Currently on Solve, it is free of charge to create a project. So we would like to basically give the opportunity for the whole community, have the possibility to create a project, have that project listed to the rest of the community. Of course, at the end of the day, it always comes to the finances and the financial aspects. And as Solved is a platform which provides the advisory services, it is always for us to decide together what is the revenue logic. At the end of the day, the way we would like the platform to work is that the experts, you can generate income through the platform. So it's always very important to already think at the beginning, who is the financier, who is basically financially supporting this project. The way we have been working for the past 5 years is we've been finding the clients who have the need of the advisory services, be it the cities or the companies. And by establishing the project, we always thought together about the budget, how the budget gets to be redistributed among the experts. As the platform which we have currently launched a couple of weeks ago, we are exactly finding now this logic of how these processes get to be more automatized. We are really looking for a way that we create user journeys for you as for the experts and also for the buyers of the advisory services, that these processes get to be more automatized. Currently, we're still running this ourselves. So meaning when we see there is a project being created on the platform, we will get in touch with you and we will think together what specific need is there for the advisory services. Is there a budget in place, or do we have the need to identify potential financiers of the project, and then how the budget can be redistributed among you as the experts?
Can I also add here? There's, yes, because we're now talking about the Solved main platform that we use kind of as an expert marketplace where everybody can start working together. And then there's the white label solution. If somebody purchases the white label solutions to actually use as their own tool, then of course it's a completely, like, you can create as many projects as you want. It's your own like platform, and you purchase the platform, you know, per several months or per year, and it's a different revenue model. But then if you're working on Solved, and when you're creating different teams, typically people suggest a project, and once the project team, or once there's a budget for the project, once the project is actually kind of agreed upon, then it's being created and approved on a platform where people can actually then work on this project. So typically people or experts who are part of our community usually suggest a project, and then they can collect a team around this project for this project. And so in that sense, it's not possible to like continuously create different kind of projects and just work on them without having a budget.
Thank you, Katja. And let's move actually to expressing the interest to join the project. So I will now log out and I will use a different account, which will give you the impression of how you can express the interest in a project. So now I'm using a testing account, and I don't have the permissions as the admin, as the administrator of the platform. So currently I'm viewing my 3 active projects. However, when I click on exploring the projects and I see, oh, there is a fostering e-mobility solutions in urban areas in the Baltic Sea region. Great. I'm looking for projects in the area of mobility, sustainable mobility. I will click on the project. I will get to know and learn more about the project. This is the info which is described when specifying the project, when the project was created, when was there the last activity, what is the privacy status, what is location. I can then click on the request to join this project. And by clicking on that request to join the project, I will get in touch through the chat functionality with the project leads, with project managers. And this way I can express my interest in joining the project. So this is the way for you to basically identify potential projects and get in touch with project leads and express the interest why you would like to join that specific project. And as I don't have the admin rights, the possibility in this case is to suggest a project on the Solve platform. However, on the white label platforms, you always have the possibility to set up rules. Can everyone create a project, or are the projects suggested by the community and then the admins approve the projects? So this is related to expressing the interest in joining the project. Now, I already mentioned the chat functionality. So once you click on chat, you have the possibility to see your chats, the unread chats, creating the new chat, or just basically going to the chat mode. Now shift back. So you have the possibility to also select the chat thread as unread, and in that case it will be visible in the unread messages. You have the possibility to attach attachments to the chat, or to invite someone from your network to the chat conversation, or view the profiles of the users in the chat and initiate chat just with a specific user. So I would like to send a message to PI. So rather very simple. We'll be adding new functionalities in terms of renaming the chat conversation, searching within the chat threads, and also viewing the attachments. This will be coming later on because we're constantly working on the platform and adding new functionalities. I think I have now covered the most important aspects of the projects. I think that's probably the most important and highly relevant functionality for you to view the projects and to express the interest, or potentially bring your project to the platform and then get the project listed and inform the rest of the community about what kind of challenge you're dealing with. We are then sending the email notifications to the community. Currently, we don't send them through the Solve platform, but we'll be launching that in August. And there will be the monthly or weekly notifications. You can set it up yourself. And those email notifications will inform you about the new projects, new experts who have been listed on the platform, and also new organizations that have been listed on the platform. Now, I would like to look at the project feed. I have already shown you the project feed, but let's get back to it. So the way the project feed currently works is very simple view. It's just one screen. You have the possibility to always recall the information about the project by clicking on the info icon, and then you have the possibility to filter the posts. So let's first start with creating the post. So you write a text, or you can share the file and upload the file, describe it, or you can create an event and then share that with the members of the team. When it comes to the tagging, you can use also the tags here for the posts, and that way you inform the team members about what is the relevance of a specific tag or a specific post, which are the tags this post is related to. And then you have the possibility to filter the posts. Currently I'm viewing all the posts, but if you would just like to see the events or the files, I basically switch between these different options. So currently I'm viewing all the posts which have the files or events or which are just the posts. And coming back to all, then I can also search with the tags. So when I click on a specific tag, that's the way for me to filter the posts inside a project feed. Or again, I can view the profiles of the experts inside a team and then, for instance, contact them through the chat. In case you're a project lead, you have the possibility to remove people from the project or also invite people to the project. You can search within the feed, so you can type different keywords, and this is how the project feed works. You still have the possibility, for instance, to remove your post or edit the post. The team members are then informed in case they have the notifications set on, and then they are informed about the new posts in the project. Or then once a day, you can also receive the notification about new activities in all the active projects. So in case there was a new activity in the projects, you will get this daily summary in which project the daily activity has happened. We are constantly bringing new functionalities here. Still, I haven't mentioned the likes or the comments, but very much soon we'll be bringing the previews of the pictures, so there will be more visual elements in the platform. Or in case you're sharing the link, you will also have a preview about the link. So if you have a YouTube video or sharing the website, as you're used to this on Facebook, you will be also having this previews on the platform. We'll be also looking for the possibility to integrate Google Drive or Dropbox to the platform, so you don't just have to share the files physically from the computer. However, you can also potentially in the future share the files from your Google Drive or Dropbox. So this is related to the project feed. Maybe let me ask you, do you have any questions related to the project feed? So maybe I continue. Now, still coming back to the project list, the logic here works very similarly as in the feed. So there are the tags, and through these different tags, you have the possibility to filter the projects. So for instance, if I click on energy, currently I'm viewing the projects which have the energy tag. And this very much works throughout all the screens on the platform. So when I will be now showing also the profiles of the experts or organizations, this filtering logic works very much the same way. So I have now selected all the energy projects, but I can continue with the filtration. And for instance, I select policy. So I'm currently viewing the projects which have the energy and policy tags. Now let's come back, or let's continue with the profiles. And of course, this is the most valuable part of Solvd community are your profiles, the visibility which we provide to you. On the Solvd platform, it's free of charge for the experts, so every expert profile is listed on the platform free of charge. In the future, we might be coming with other functionalities on the platform which enable you to, for instance, have your profile verified by us, and these will be then paid services. However, you have the possibility as an expert to create and have your expert profile listed on the platform without any fee. So I will click now on the expert profiles, and probably you have seen already the way as we are listing the profiles. You can search with different keywords. So for instance, you're looking for experts based in Sweden, or experts who have something to do with Sweden. So when I click here, this is the possibility to see all the experts who have the word Sweden in their profiles. And then I can continue using the tag functionality. So I'm looking for experts based in Sweden, or having experience to work with projects in Sweden, but let's say I would like to just focus on the mobility. So now I'm currently viewing the experts with Sweden background and also with the mobility background. So this is how the search works, and filtering through the text just makes it easier for you to really find the expertise you're looking for. So that's why it's always very important to have all the relevant information in your profile, because that's how the search works. So in case you mention all the expertise areas, geographic areas you've been working in, then this is a possibility for other experts or other clients who are looking for the experts to use this filtration logic. The way we disclose the information about the experts on the Solve platform is that we don't disclose all the information about the experts on the Solve platform. So we are showing the first name, and currently the chat functionality is disabled. In case you are connected with the expert, connected means you've been working with the expert through a project. In that case, you see the full name, and also you have the chat functionality enabled. Very much as in projects, in a similar way, there are the different categories. You have the possibility to invite experts from your community to the platform. And the invitations are either single expert invitations or multiple expert invitations. In that case, you type in the email addresses and you separate them by the comma. And then you can type the message, which the experts will receive in form of an email in their email boxes, and that way they can join the different platforms, including the Solve platform. So this is the way the experts are profiled, and very similarly, it's also for the organizations. So we are giving the possibility for the startups and non-profit organizations to have the possibility to list their profiles for free. For the commercial companies, there is the fee to list the profile on the platform. However, we have not yet introduced the fee, so this is some new functionality now. So we are still investigating what will be the fee for commercial companies. However, if you work for a startup, if you work for an NGO, if you work for a nonprofit, or if you work for the governmental body, the possibility for you to create an organizational profile, it's for free. Once you create an organizational profile, we'll review it, and once we have reviewed it, we will get it listed. So this is how the organizational profiles are then viewed, with the web link, email contact, listing the category, year when the organization was founded, headquarters, and then the description and also the tags. And in very similar way, there is a possibility then to look for different organizations according to the tags or to the search or to the category. Now, once you are running the platform, so once you have your own platform, you will have the admin rights, and that's something we can discuss specifically how the administration works, which you can set up. And this is now I'm coming to the point of the white label platform. You can set up different security settings, how your platform will be organized. So maybe I will still ask, do you have any questions now related generally to the functionalities of the platform? Is there something you would like to know? Please let me know.
Can I just, what I've understood so far is that basically the platform is a way of kind of networking with other experts around projects. So you either create your own project or you join another project, and then you can kind of work via the chat and share documents with the other people in the same project. But am I right in thinking that the kind of the main body of work being done on a project is happening out of, like, apart from the Solve platform? So this is basically Solve is how you get your team together. Then how you go forwards once you've got your project and you've got your funding, that all happens off the platform. Is that right?
Yes, yes, that's very much right. And the platform we are showing to you is just a tool which enables you to get connected with other experts, to identify projects which you can potentially join, or suggest projects to the rest of the community. So by providing the platform, we would like to make the life for the experts and for the buyers of the advisory services easier, and that's the whole logic. We've been previously also running, facilitating the projects. Our role here will be diminishing, and the idea is that we are bringing new functionalities to the platform in terms of optimizing the processes, creating the payments, creating the invoices and contracts through the platform, so the administrative burden will be lessened, and this way you can more focus on the content. So, but when it comes to the projects, definitely there are other tools which we use. We use Hangouts, you can use other tools, how you, for instance, share the information about the event. You try to find through Doodle, same time when the event can be organized, or use Google Hangouts, or you use Skype, you share the link within the project. So definitely, we are also looking for ways how other tools can be also integrated, but it doesn't restrict you already now from using also other tools for the specific purpose of running the project.
Okay, so do you always have someone from Solved actually as a team member in each project to help with facilitating this working together?
Yes, yes. I will now come still to the experts, and probably I haven't covered all the categories, and that's why it's quite relevant to look who are the admins. So the admins, basically, this is our team, and here you have the possibility to get in touch with us in terms of how the platform can be used, or in case you're interested in the white label solution. So anything related to practical questions with the platform or with the business logic, feel free to get in touch with us. You have the possibility to contact us right away. And also we are listing the leads, the profiles of the leads, the business leads, and the business leads are the ones who can help you with establishing the project and basically finding other relevant experts on the platform. In the future, we would like these processes to run more automatically. Currently, the best way is to get in touch with us, and if you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer these questions. Has that covered your question?
Yes, yes it has. Thank you.
Thank you. So what I would like to now introduce to you is the white label solution. And this is the focus where we are currently giving the effort, because we understand that there is a need for different ecosystems to have the platform, so that they don't have to develop own platform, and that they can use the Solved platform as a white label solution. So the white label platform can be established very, very easily, very fast. We can then go through different security settings. Is the platform open, or is it closed? Is it only invitation based? Are all the community members connected, or are just the project members connected? Are the full names visible, or are just first names visible? And can everyone create a project, or community suggest the projects, and the projects get to be then approved by the admins? So there are these different possibilities how we can set up the platform. I will share with you the platform with one of our partners, the United Smart Cities. So we have the possibility to basically change the domain. So the first words of the domain, then the remaining of the domain is solved.fi, but there is the possibility to create a specific domain, change the name of the platform, change the favicon, change the icon, and also change the color of the platform. And this way the community will fully identify with this platform, because it's the community's platform. In this case, it's the United Smart Cities platform. So we don't say it's Solved platform, we call it Solved together. However, from the partner's perspective, it's their platform, and this is the way Firstly, they can get engaged with the community. So they see all the profiles within the United Smart Cities community. They can be then also categorized to different categories. Then there is a possibility to also get the organizations listed from within the community. And this way we call it's a community engagement tool. It's not just a collaboration tool. Probably, you know, tools like Podio or Trello or Slack. These are collaboration tools. Solve is a collaboration tool, but it's an engagement tool. Because this way we give the possibility for open innovation ecosystems to have a really good understanding about the community. So let's say you would like to promote your company, your organization, you would like to promote your profile, suggest a project. This can happen then on the branded platform. The beauty of how this actually works is that there is a possibility to interconnect different ecosystems. In a way, it's your white label solution, it's your platform. It is somehow a closed ecosystem, but not fully. Because the idea for us is to start connecting you with the Solve platform. So if you create a project, that project can get listed on the Solve platform. And this way have a higher visibility among all the users from other platforms, because everyone, by creating an account, no matter if it's Solve or a branded platform, has access to the Solve platform. And this way, the Solve is more becoming a public channel through which you can see other projects from other communities which are published on Solve platform. Of course, it also works the same way with organizational profiles or with the expert profiles. So if you register primarily on the United Smart Cities platform, if you select the platform as the platform of your origin, so that you will be receiving the notifications from United Smart Cities, not from Solve, you can have your profile also listed on Solve. You can have your organizational profile also shown and visible on Solve, and this way increase the visibility for your activities, for your projects, for your expertise, and for your solutions. So the way Solve is now working is it's a platform for different ecosystems. However, there is the possibility to interconnect these different ecosystems, and in case they would like to share certain projects and get published, we can then transfer the project from one ecosystem to another, but of course, with your approval. So the way this happens is always that you have a full control on managing your platform, the white label platform. However, if you would like to promote this project, you can transfer it to Solve or to different platforms. And this is the way we believe that we can get sustainability ecosystems more interconnected. And this way we believe we can share the needs, the challenges from one ecosystem to another, or in case there is missing expertise within one ecosystem, we can identify the experts who can be potentially invited to these different projects on different platforms. So this is the logic that is behind the white label solution, white label platform. This way we believe we save tremendously the cost for different ecosystems if they would decide to develop own platform, because the platform can be deployed within a few minutes. And we bring the possibility to interconnect that platform, that ecosystem to another one. And so have the sustainability expertise being matched, the knowledge being shared between the different ecosystems. Thank you very much for this possibility to introduce you to the new Solve. Of course, we are very happy to hear from you, your feedback, what kind of functionalities you would like to see, or if you have an interest to work with us even more closely, we're very happy to support you in terms of promoting your expertise on the platform or providing the white label solution to you. In case you're interested in the white label platform, we'll be very happy to discuss with you more in detail how the platform can be set up and how the platform can be administered. And that's about it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. That was really interesting. I think I think the white label idea is really interesting, and especially having the link that with having like Solved platform is a kind of an umbrella platform, and the white label ones underneath. I think that's a really interesting idea, and I'd like to talk about that in more detail with someone. But who should I contact to set that up?
Are you based in Helsinki?
Please, Katja, please.
Yes, no, I just wanted to ask, like, are you based in Helsinki? Because if in Helsinki, then me and Santtu can have a discussion with you in more detail about software.
Yeah, I'm in Helsinki, so.
Okay, very good. Maybe I can send you an email right after this webinar, proposing some dates for a meeting or a call,
sure,
as you wish.
Yeah, that would be good. That'd be great.
Wonderful, Nina. Thanks. Anybody else has any questions that came up from here?
Feel free to reach to us through the platform, through the chat functionality. In case you have different questions, interest to work with us, we're very happy to get connected with you. So that's what the chat functionality is for. Yeah, you will be able to see our profiles on the Solved platform, in the experts section, on the admins list. So we are very happy to continue the discussion with you. So if you have anything, any ideas how the platform can be improved, what kind of new functionalities we can create on the platform, we're very much looking forward to hearing from you.
Okay, well, in any case, if nobody else has any comments until now, we thank you very much for participating in this webinar, and I hope that you found it useful and can start trying out and seeing how you could use and benefit Solved. And as Rados just said, please, at any time, you can see this is my profile, just start a chat if you have any questions. I will be in contact with you, Nina. And to everybody else, I would like to wish a very nice rest of the week and a nice weekend and a summer.
Thank you very much, Katja. Keep in touch.
Yes.
Take care. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.